direction, and one bone rotates over the pivot-like structure. And pivot joints exist between our skull and also neck. This allow our head to bend up downwards and also and backward, and we can rotate, and that joint is called as a pivot joint. Pivot joints also occur in the forearm near the elbow region. Pivot joint also occur near the forearm near elbow regions. So here page number, you see this one 81, and there you are observing the presence of a description, and that is about pivot joint, also hinge joint, and also ball and socket joint. And now you need to understand about fixed joint. Already we discussed what are fixed joints. So skull is made up of 22 bones. Out of 22 bones, 8 bones they form as a structure that is a cranium, and they are flat bones and they are very strong. And this cranium helps and also product the what brain. And remaining 14 bones are called as facial bones. And lower jaw is exceptional. It move. It is having what that is it can move. It is a mobile joint, and the remaining bones are fixed, and that the bones are called as fixed joint. Fixed joints are present in case of skull, and there you see description about this what fixed bones. So here page number 82, you are observing the presence of gliding joints. So where are gliding joints present? Gliding joints are present in wrist region. Already I told you, wrist consisting of what carpals, metacarpals, and also phalanges. So where you see in the wrist region, carpals are present, and they form what gliding joints. They glide one over, and also gliding joints are present in spine, because the presence of what cartilage soft tissue, and there you see description about these gliding joints are here given page number 82. In a gliding joint, the bones have cartilaginous and flattened ends which glide over each other, and that is the reason called as they are called like gliding joints. Present in wrist region, also present in vertebrae, and vertebral discs are also covered with what cartilage, and also they glide one over the other. That is the reason they are called as gliding joints. And now we need gliding joints are present in the ankles and also wrist, and in between the bones of what vertebrae. And now you need to understand about movement in bones. So here our skeleton system is made up of hard bones, and these bones can move, and they have what movable joints. And here the joints are, the movement of the joints are under the control of some structures like ligaments. So here these are the muscles, and they are strong and tough, and they are connecting the bone, and they make the bone to move. So those are called as movement. In this way, movements. In this way, bones are moved, and that is called as movement of bones. So muscles are soft, fleshy, fibrous structures, and that has the ability to contract and relax, and contractions and relaxation of these muscles and make the bones to move. So in our body there are 600 bones are there, and these bones are they some of the bones they can move, and they are called a mobile joint, and mobile joints are hinge joints, and that is pivotal joint, and also ball and socket joints, and also gliding joints. They are moved by means of the presence of what fleshy and fibrous tissue like structure, and they are soft. They are called as muscles, and muscles make the bones to move. So all these structures are necessary for the movement of our body organ, skeleton. And now you need to understand about another term, what is meant by antagonistic muscles. So the muscles can only get shorter but cannot get longer. So here if you fold your arm like that, so this is the upper arm and this is the lower arm and this is the upper arm. So you can here you can see the presence of a muscle and below you can see the presence of a muscle and there you see and you see the formations of biceps and so triceps. Children, so here you see this is called as biceps and this is a muscle and this is called as a tendon. I told you tendons are strong, tough, what white fibers. They are made up of collagen fibers. They collect the muscle with the bones, and so here you see presence of ligaments, and this is a tendon, and this also muscle, and these muscles these are called biceps and these are triceps. So the contraction of the biceps muscles pulls the lower arm and bones due to which the lower arm move up. At the same time, triceps relaxes and the contraction of triceps make the muscle to pull lower arm bone at the end due to which the lower arm moves out and also straightens. At the same time, the biceps relaxes in each case when one muscle is contracting and the other is relaxing. So here in biceps and triceps, they contract and relax. They are called as antagonist muscles, and these muscles help the bones to move. So here we discuss antagonist muscles. These muscles can only get shortened but cannot get longer. These muscles that are muscles, they cannot straighten the bone again. There has to be another muscle which can pull in the opposite direction, and the pair of muscles which work opposite. So the pair of muscles which work opposite, the pair of muscles which work opposite, and these muscles are called as antagonist muscles, and they are the biceps and so triceps, and they also called a biceps triceps, and these muscles are raised and also lower the lower arm. Biceps muscles also called as flexor muscle. In examination you may get a question like that, what is the other name for biceps, and that time you need to write what biceps muscles also called as flexor muscle, and triceps muscles are called as extensor muscle. Triceps muscles also called as what extensor muscle. And here there are 10 questions are there at this end of this 83 page, and these are called as in-test questions, and now we need to discuss and now we need to give answer for all these questions.